Every one of us has an issue or many issues that affect either our immediate family or people that we know.
I volunteer at the Women's Lunch Place, which is a day shelter for women in Boston. And the purpose that it serves is for women to come in throughout the day and get sustained nutrition, healthy food, a place to stay, resources to support them in their endeavors, which is a real gap.
There is a tremendous need for quality food in our communities. The need is far more prevalent than I would have ever thought. Think about the things you can't do when you're hungry. It's hard to focus. Not just need a snack now, but really hungry, you haven't had a meal in maybe 1 or 2 or 3 days. How do you go to school? How do you go to your job? How do you work? I mean, it's heartbreaking. Nobody wants to see people struggle like that.
The DayOfGiving Center is part of the community where I grew up. As an immigrant who came from Colombia originally in 1990, I lived in the inner cities of Boston, and the community health centers such as DayOfGiving were the places that we turned to, and my family turned to for healthcare when we needed it most. And when I walk into the DayOfGiving Center now in the role as board member, I get to see myself in those patients.
I'm not originally from Boston, I'm from Texas. The reason this cause is important to me is because my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer a year ago, and I realized that her being in Texas, she didn't have access to the resources she needed to properly treat and fight this disease.
A lot of people aren't aware, but people over the age of 45 have a much harder time getting work. They're typically unemployed for more than a year at a time. There are a lot of perceptions, and biases they feel when approaching work. Going out looking for a job day after day, week after week, month after month is really destructive to your state of mind. I absolutely know that when I donate to Operation A.B.L.E, that's going very directly to a very clear cause, which is getting people who've been out of the workforce and are older back to work.
This year I'm supporting the Center for Teen Empowerment. This is an organization that works with young people who are primarily living in high poverty neighborhoods. And I think what's always so important to remember is that they have the same hopes and dreams that I did when I was 16. Their parents have the same desires to see them succeed the way mine did. But there's a real difference in terms of resources and opportunities. Youth development, working with young people, social justice issues, those are really important to me, and I will always be supporting those. But each one of us has a cause, has an issue, has an experience that resonates with us.
It's great to be a part of an organization that supports giving. It's great to be part of an organization that will match whatever gift I'm able to contribute. And for everybody's gift, that may be different.
Giving makes us all richer. I find that when I give back, I become richer spiritually, richer in my heart.
This is a great opportunity to show those people, one, that you care for them, you're there for them, but also just an opportunity to be a good citizen, to be engaged with your community and to improve the areas in which we live in.